Now today start the session, right? Please mute yourself, guys. Please, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm all. So actually, first I will inform you people. Actually, this meeting is just actually I'm using a free Zoom meeting, right? So just it's a 14 minutes is giving the time, right? So after if 40 minutes is completed, right? Again, you people, if session will not complete, right? So please join again, right? And my humble request to you people, initial I will explain as a theoretical, right? Until unless we are not started the practical, right? You people will just be patient and listen the carefully, because whatever theory I will give, all those things I will implement initially, right? After then I will implement as a practical, because whenever we will start the practical at the time of we have need, right? So because of that I'm explaining, because without theory, if we not understand as a theoretical, right, then what happened when I will start the practical things, right? Whenever I will take the terminology of Spring dependency, Spring Bean, all those things, how IOC container, you people will not understand, right? So to make those things understandable format, I have need to take first what? At a theoretical session, right? Maybe today our practical will go, our session will go totally theoretical, because this is today first session, right? So so first let's understand what is the Spring framework, why we are using the Spring framework. Actually, so just if we use like technology or what normal core Java, right? Core Java means J2E and J2SC concept. We have need what? It will take too much development time. Even we will write boilerplate code also, right? Because of that, to by seeing these things, right? So many framework are there, but the people is liking why Spring framework. I will explain it, right? So first I will say that before Spring, right? Before Spring, right? Strut is there. Strut framework is there, right? Strut framework is there, right? But by using Strut framework, what we are doing that by using Strut framework, just we can develop what presentation layer, right? Present, I will explain each and everything. What is the layer? How many layer are there, and all those things, guys. Just I have need cooperation from you people, right? Because if you miss the session between when today the first session, right? So if you people miss the session, after then you people will not understand. Again and again I can't take for everyone, right? To go in the previous session, see the things and all those things. Okay, now so don't worry about that, I will explain, and even I will give the permission also to ask one to one questions also, right? We will resolve it here. Everybody is experienced person in our meeting, right? So if it's not meaning that I only know everything, some experience you have the people also, right? So don't worry about that, I will give each and everyone chances, right? But listen the carefully, I have need what first. Today our session is a totally theoretical, right? After then I will make all those things as a practical. Whenever we will start as a practically, right, then there is no problem in that, you people will also enjoy. But we have need to understand the things as a what, as a what theoretical. Today my humble request to you people, please listen the things carefully, because whatever terminology I will use, right, first I will relate in the core Java, right? How we are writing in the core Java, whenever implementing these things, what we are saying in the terminology of core Java, what we are saying in the terminology of Spring, right? Then the clarity will be there, because here we are not running the institution, guys, right? I am also experienced person, and I am a working professional, right? And even in the good company also, and all those things, and even I don't want to expose my company and all those things, but I am in the this company in the good position only, right? So don't worry about that. Whatever your doubt is there, if see, I will clarify, I have the capacity to clarify. If still some problem is there, right, if I unable to, right, clarify your doubts, right, definitely I will take some time, and again I will explain. I will not leave anything, right? And even as well as what I will take perspective of what interview things also. In interview, how the people is asking the question, how they will ask. If the after explanation I will tell. If I tell like the, if anybody ask like this question, right, again if you give the answer, how they will cross questions, right? So don't worry about that each and everything, because I know that, right? Because success is a more important. If the person is successful in the life, right? So everything is easy in the life, right? I know that, because when I was suffering, struggling in my career, right? So because of that, today I'm giving what my services to free people, right? Why? And even don't worry about that freshers also, right? We will help to each other, and you people also whenever get the time and a chance, right? Please help others also, right? So because this is education is a free only, guys. I don't know why the people is taking money. And even they just, if you help, right, if you help the people, god will help you one or other way, right? So my intention is this one, and I will try my level best to deliver the subject. And even when you people will sit in the interview, right, definitely you will get the good confidence, and you people will impress the interviewer. Like that I will explain, right? So don't worry about that. Let's what is that start before right, before, right? Spring framework, strut framework is there, right? But using strut framework, we just what, we presentation layer, right? Layer presentation layer, using strut framework, we have the capacity to develop only what, presentation layer. After then combination of strut and hibernate also there, right? Hibernate framework also there, right? Hibernate framework also there. But using hibernate framework, just we can develop what, data access layer, right? Data access layer, right? But after arriving the spring framework, right, spring nowadays hot cake, after then I will implement, see my pattern, what I decided the pattern, first I will take, because without core I can't explain you people spring boot, right? Spring boot, if I explain, you people will not understand anything. Because of that I decided to, let's make the people to habituate what, basic spring. After then those things, first I will write the code in core java. This is my pattern. First I will write the code in the core java, and I will explain in the core java what terminology, method, after then variable declaration. But in spring concept, what is that, injection, that is called injection method, what is the data, all those things. Don't worry about that. What is the being normal in the core java, encapsulation class is there. But in the terminology of spring, right, spring bean is there, right? So don't worry. Even if you sit in the interview also, right, interviewer will ask, right, where did you use encapsulation in your project, right? I will tell, and I will give that analysis also, right? So just believe on me. And my humble request to you people, whenever I will take the session, just don't miss, right? If you miss it, then I can't help you people, right? But in our group, right, in our group, WhatsApp group is there, and even Facebook is group is there, right? WhatsApp, RK, uh, please let me know other people, my voice is audible, because someone is messaging me ki you, I'm not audible, your voice is not audible, like that. Can you please tell anybody? Okay, okay. Hey, check yourself. Check your side. RK. Our side is right. Everything is good only. So now, using spring, right? Using spring, what we can develop, right? Whole kind of any. any kind of application, right? Standalone application, data access layer, and a presentation layer, and a business layer, right? So we can develop all kind of what application using what Spring. Because of that, all industry nowadays, industry is using Spring framework as well as what is Spring Boot, right? So but first we have need to understand, if you want to understand what is Spring Boot, first we have need to understand what is Spring, right? So because of that, don't worry, I will take little bit take time, because I will take core Java also, after then I will take what that things I will implement in Spring also, after then I will implement in the Spring Boot, right? My step is like that, right? I decided to take like this step, but I need some cooperation from you people, right? So if you people lose patience, right, so I can't help you, even no one can help you, right? In this group, right, whoever joined today's meeting, right, those people definitely, everybody is awesome only, right? So everybody is helping nature people, and everybody will help. If anybody don't feel right, in a single day no one become anything in the life, guys, right? So if I build the capability today, right, to explain anything you people, so so much sleepless night is there, guys, and even in my company too much respect also there. Whenever the people, my manager and all those people is seeing me, right, they are giving too much respect. So just saying that, still I'm saying that I am unmarried, right? Still just my age is 27, but in this age only, right, my manager is said that directly on my face, and even front of every colleague, right? In this age we don't know, just we are helper, right? Just we are helper. Whatever things they, our seniors assign, by understanding in the what in colleague, we are developing the things, right? So really I'm so proud of you, because my manager only, hey Bharti, please mute yourself, and good afternoon, Bharti. Bharti, good afternoon. Bharat. Oh, sorry, Bharat. Bharat.
Yay! I
Yeah,
muted myself.
yeah. Bharat is there. Bharat, please mute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, don't worry about that. I will make you people happy. Just if I'm eating the right. So just I don't want eat good food alone. I want to distribute everybody, and one day definitely see, after success, whenever we will meet, right, with smiley face, yeah, that the day, I'm thinking to that day, right, whenever we will meet as a smiley face, and we will talk to each other, hey, hi, how are you? So those things I want. And even in the IT industry, we will, my intention is to together, right, we will reach in the good position. And even whenever we will reach in the good position, right, one day, whenever we will reach in the good position, right, on that day, right, in the my perception is, in any software company, right, our friends definitely work. My intention is that, yeah, I know that Ravikant also know that so and so person, right? So this is my intention, guys. Let's I take the action. Let's see how much make successful these things, right? Okay, now, so don't think anything in the mind and all those things, guys. Just think about that Java, right? Java, some people is saying that Java become outdated. Who said it? Our in the future, our Java also going to implement what, based on the Java we can develop machine kind of robotic, and all those things. The people is saying that all those things becoming artificial. Who said? Our Java also will support, right? So the things is going on. Even Java 15 came, right? In the Java 15, some concept is came that, right? So don't worry about that. Java is, no one in the industry, no one can touch the Java. Even our life will complete, right? And if you want, only one things is there. If you want to develop enterprise application, except Java, nothing technology is there front of Java, right? Because this is the more buzzword is there na, in the Java secure. That is, the security is there, and high performance. Why performance? Because of JIT, right? JIT compiler is there in the Java 2. 1.2 version onward, right? Git compiler implemented, Git compiler is there inside JVM, right? That make what, that make performance increase, all those things. Don't worry, I will explain these things also, because I said that na, my step is what, first core Java, those things implement, I will implement in Spring. After then I will implement those things in where, microservices, Spring Boot and microservices, right? And microservices and Spring Boot is a hot kit nowadays in market, right? Who is know that good package with good package, right? They will do the job. So let's okay na. So spring is there, right? Spring using spring, right? What we can do, the presentation, right? Presentation layer plus what, presentation layer plus what, business layer, right? Business layer plus what, data access layer, right? Data access layer. No need, right? If you learn what, if you learn spring, right? If you learn the spring, no need to learn what, just a separate different what framework, right? Just only one framework. If you understand, right, you can, your capability will become what, to develop what, total full to full application, right? So what, so using what, spring framework, what you can develop, what, presentation layer also, business layer also, and data access. Business layer means what, service layer, right? Business layer means what, service layer. Same like what, but the people, because of that, because of that what, spring we are saying that what, spring is what, modular, right? Modular. Spring is what, modular. Oh, sorry, one. Because of that what, spring we are saying that what, because of that what, modular framework, right? Modular what, modular framework. Because of that we are saying that what, modular framework. So let's understand, right? So let's and in that, what is the benefit of, right? What is the benefit, why we are using what, why we are using spring framework, right? So because of that, the region is there in the, in that, right? In the spring framework, what, the spring IOC, which is in another, right? In the Strut and Hibernate, third party vendor, like they are giving what, services, right? So like our, even think about that, what servlet is there, right? Our servlet is there, right? The servlet like Tomcat server is there, our server what, providing the services, right? Based on their rules and guidelines we are developing, right? Same like Strut and Hibernate also there, right? So but here what's happening in spring given our own, right? Our own container. That container name what, that container name is what, IOC. That container name is what, IOC containers. And container, right? That container name is what, IOC container. And the things seems, another things is what, based on the all those things, whatever we are writing that class, right? Based on what, Pojo and Poji programming model, right? Whatever we are writing the classes, right? Pojo programming model. And using what, we using spring framework, right? Using spring framework, what we, which kind of application we can develop, right? So right, but another framework, using another framework, why, we can develop, just see in strut, right? We can develop only presentation layer, right? Using Hibernate, just we can interact with the database. But using spring we can develop what, standalone application, stand alone application, standalone application, and web application, right? Web application, and even distributed technology our good, right? Nowadays a hot cake, I said that microservices, restful, right? Restful using, right? Using what, web services, right? web services, right? Web services and even microservices also. Microservices also, right? And even one more good concept is there, right? In another framework, that there is no one more module is there, AOP, right? Aspect oriented programming. That's so too much cross cutting logic whenever we are writing in the service, right? In whenever we are whenever we are writing what using aspect, right? Aspect oriented, right? Aspect oriented programming. Aspect oriented using what spring framework means all kind of logics and layers we can use, right? We can develop using what spring framework. Because of that, this much, right? This much, because of that, this much what our spring framework is, spring framework is what famous. So see, in the one or two, right? Except if 100% company is there, right? In the 100%, 10% company is using what our own framework, right? They created. Because of that, why they are using, they just, if client is there, right? They just don't want, right? Don't want to lose our own client. But because of spring framework is open source, right? Because of that, and here things is too much easy compared to other framework, right? Loose couple and a tight couple, I will explain those things also, don't worry about that, right? Each and everything I will touch here. And I will touch here and whatever, in my life, even in my company, right? Whenever I'm taking the interview, just I know that and our group also there, right? In the IT industry, so many friends are there, right? So whenever we are meeting, that just we are asking which kind of question you are asking, and what technology nowadays is trending in the market, what the people having need to learn, right? Everything, we are understanding the things. Those conclusion I'm giving here, right? Kachada things I will not explain, right? Here we are not running the institution, just we are helping the people, right? So we why we are collaborated to help the people, right? So because of that, I decided to help the people. They can also reach in the goal, guys. You people are in the good place, right? No one will, right? If you, I'm not saying that if you people go inside what, um, inside what institution, they will teach, because their business is like that only, right? If we not expose, hey, I know this much, what this much subject and all those things, see, like this, see here, those things, whatever the need in the project, right? I will explain those things only. After then, when you people will get the job, right? Suddenly, automatically, after 1 year of experience, you people will become what? You people will become what? Something in the life. And one more thing, if you want become rich in the less amount of time, software, except software industry, mm, in my point of view, any place is not there in the earth who can make, or you have to do our own business, right? And even there is no chance your business will succeed, right? So first analyze the market and all those things, help the people, they can reach our own goal, right? So again, those things we will think later, right? So now so let's spring framework, so let's understand all those model as a diagrammatically, right? Because our brain always remember what diagram, right? Diagram. So diagram, let's understand, first understand as a diagrammatically these layers, right? In the spring model. So because here we are collaborated for what spring framework only, right? So I'm not going, just I given what strut and hibernate framework as what, strut and hibernate framework, just knowledge sake purpose, right? Even DAO layer is there internally, hibernate only, our DAO layer and the data JPA will use. So don't worry, when I will explain those things, I will not leave anything, guys, until unless you people will not become successful, right? So but some cooperation is need from you people also. So now, so let's understand, because our always mind, what our mind is always thinking about the things as what, as a diagrammatically, right? So let's understand first as a diagrammatically what framework, right? So and what, how and what things I will explain in this sessions, right? So now, so see, this is what, this is our spring framework. I said that now our spring framework is what? Spring framework is what? Modular framework, right? Spring framework, spring framework is what? Modular framework, right? So, jo modules, just I will modules, right? So our spring framework is what? Modules framework. So, so now, so let's first we will understand what first, because without core module, right, without core module we can't understand spring, right? So we have need to deep dive in first what spring core module, right? So in the spring core module what we will learn, right? I will, this is what core module, this is the pillar of spring framework. If anybody will understand like core module, they will become what expert kind of thing in what web mbc, spring web mbc, spring what data access layer, spring aup and all those things, right? Core module is right, core module is there, core module is there, right? So in that core module, right, what things I will touch, right? Whatever things I will touch inside core module, beans is there, right? Bean is there. Inside that bean, just I will next discuss on our what bean only, right? Bean class is there, right? So we will understand, because our spring container will understand what bean is, spring bean only, right? So first we will think, we will see that what is the bean and how we will write it and when, because see boss, if you go in any where, right, like I'm going my friend home, right? So if I go my friend home, so I have need to follow their, my friend home rules and guidelines, right? So if I follow in my friend room also my rules and guidelines, like my behavior I will show in his room, right? Then my friend what, my friend what, parent will kick me and they will kick out from their home, right? So they will say, "Hey, which kind of person he is, same like bean is there, right?" So don't worry about that. So bean this is the class only, and we will, whenever we will write it, right, I will explain how our ioc container same like, right, our ioc container how we will write the class, and our ioc container will accept it, right? So now again we will understand of what our core module core concept, right? Then we will understand what core module core concept, right? Core concept. After then we will understand what is the context memory and what is the context, right? These many models are there. What is the context? We will understand what context, right? We will understand what context. After then context, we will understand what spring expression language, right? How we will reduce the code using what spring expression language, because in microservices and spring boot I will, because based on the spring expression language only we will develop the code, right? Because of that I have need, and even I said that the institution people will not touch what spring expression language, right? So now SPEL expression language, right? Spring expression language, right? These many module I will touch in what core concept, right? So now after then what? After then data access layer. I will, after completion this module, right? I will touch what? I will touch what? Data, how to interact our application, how to interact our application with what? Data database, right? So So for that, our spring people given right. Our spring people given what? Spring people given what? Spring data access, right? Spring data people is given what? Spring data is given one module. That module name is what? Spring data access. Inside that data expression, right? Data access layer, another module is there. In that, whenever we will learn, right, in that we will learn what? We will learn what? Mm, we will learn what? We will learn what? Right? Spring JDBC. First we will learn what? Spring JDBC. First we will learn spring JDBC. After then we will learn what? After then we will learn what? After then we will learn what? Spring ORM, right? After then we will learn what? Spring ORM. Spring ORM, right? After then again transaction management. Whenever you people will, right, if you show the experience, right, definitely without transaction management there is no interview, guys. So one more model is there, right? Commit and roll back only. Transaction management means commit and roll back only, but global, how to commit the global and how to commit local data, right, in the database, and phantom problem, all those problems. So many things is there. Don't worry about that. I will explain, right, like this. You people will understand easily, right? There is no problem in that. Don't worry about that. Java, just how we are playing the game, like that I will make the Java, right? So now again what? Again spring transaction, spring transaction, right? T transaction, right? After these module I will explain, right? And don't worry, as a practically we will understand each and everything whenever you people will. And as a diagrammatic, first if I explain anything, right, so I will create first diagram and we will work on that diagram, because our mind capacity is like that. If image is there, we can do a wonder in the life, and even in the interview also same, like, right? So I made my subject like that only. Key, by seeing the image diagram, right, people can do the programming, right? So now again then we will discuss what? Spring web MVC model, right? After then we will discuss what? Spring web MVC model, as well as I will implement those things in Spring Boot also, people, right? So after then what? After then we will understand what? Spring MVC, right? After then we will understand what is Spring MVC. In that first we will understand what is the how to develop the web application, right? Means web model. We will understand web model, right? In what? Spring. After then we will understand what? We will understand what? Spring Web MVC. After then we will understand what? Spring Web MVC, right? After then in that spring web MVC we will understand what? Spring web MVC, right? And after then web flags is there, right? Web flags, in the spring MVC one more module is there, web flags. Because if I'm not explain web flags, right, you people will not understand spring boot web MVC, right? Because of that I have need to explain what? web 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 flags, right? Web flags, right? Web flags. These three module I will touch in what? Spring MVC as well as Spring Boot also, right? So actually the meeting will end what? After 1 2 minutes. So again after ending the meeting, guys, please reconnect yourself, right? So just I'm giving intimation, because just 40 minute the session is there, right? From the Zoom, but our session will little bit too near about 2 hours I will take the session. Don't worry, right? 2 hours will take. And after then, right, so now again after the spring AOP, we will understand what? Spring AOP, right? We will understand what? Spring AOP model, right? In the spring AOP model we will understand two things, right? Spring AOP, we will understand spring AOP, right? In that spring AOP we will understand what aspect JS, aspect, right? Aspect, what is aspect and what is aspect JS. Aspect JS, I will touch those things, guys. I will not waste your time and my time also. I know that what is right, now, without a job, and some people are there in the meeting, right, without job. So because I also suffered, right, I can understand your what feelings people, right? So just my just follow the rules and guidelines. I will touch, right, each and everything in even in the industry, which kind of question the people will ask, right? And after then also, if you people not understand, just put the message in group, right? Our experienced people are there, right? They will help you. And even whenever I will get the time, definitely I will also give the reply people, right? So become right. In my point of view, how